I wanted to hop on. Wanted to hop on quickly and talk about the Healthy Habit Challenge starting tomorrow. It is free of charge because I get it. Right now, everybody's finances are up in the air and it's crazy stressful. Typically, we're going to run this challenge for 90 days, but we're going to start with the first 45, right? We want it to be a chewable, manageable amount of time. But typically, this is going to be a $200 challenge, so $100 for that first half. We've had a few people ask if they can pay us for the challenge, which absolutely you can, because I own a CrossFit gym and we are shut down. So every cent helps keep the center alive. At Coca CrossFit is our Venmo. That's besides the point. If you don't have the finances, totally fine. Jump on board with us. If you don't know what your Ikigai is, check out our YouTube video and walk through that activity, or shoot me a message and I'll set up some time we can walk through it. But our three main focuses are going to be the things that happen outside of the gym, right? Gyms are obviously closed, which sucks. I get that, right? Not just from the physical standpoint, from the social standpoint. So we've got to focus instead and shifting our mindset to the things that we can control. We've been in this now for 2 weeks, some of us 3, depending on if we decided to close our businesses earlier. But we're in this for probably another 6 to 8 weeks. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is probably our new norm for 6 to 8 more weeks. So we need to stop worrying about all the things that we had and start worrying about the things that we have and we're going to get put in place for when life becomes normal again. So sleep. Most of us are between the ages of 18 and 64. That means that you should be shooting to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. Yes, every single night. We want to track that, right? Because what ends up happening if you're not sleeping, we need to start tracking how often that's happening, and start really digging into why it's happening. So that's why we're tracking our sleep, right? Above and beyond all the physical benefits of getting sleep, we want to be able to start chipping away at the things or the reasons of what are keeping you from getting to sleep. The next one is nutrition. Don't overthink it, right? Eat whole, real foods. Whole30 is the easiest template to follow, right? So essentially if it's processed, it's dairy or sugar, don't eat it. And 80-20, right? So 80% of the time, do what you should, eat the whole foods. 20% of the time, have at it, be your former fat kid self. I get it. But what we don't want to do is in 6 to 8 weeks, have to work off an extra 10 or 20 pounds that you're putting on because you're sitting around just eating your feelings, right? That's our main goal, is to not eat the feelings. I get it. I did it for about a week. I too am getting myself back on track. So we're in this together. And then from there, stress management, right? We're going to give you guys some tools to really control your stress, but more so we're going to take this CNS, central nervous system piece, to try and educate you on the importance of why we don't want to be stressed. It's the long-term damage that you're doing to your organs that we don't think about. So it's one thing to get in a fight with your husband. It's another thing to then increase your blood pressure and your heart rate and not give your heart the proper rest that it needs to give you longevity, right? So we want to start learning and understanding what our central nervous system really does. And then the very tip of the iceberg, or our pyramid, right? So we've gone with the classic pyramid, people are used to that, is movement. So 3 days a week, we want you to move. And you can move any way you want, right? We put up daily workouts at cocacrossfit.com on our YouTube. You can also, I guess you can see them at cocacrossfit.com, but you can also see them on YouTube. There are a plethora of options for at-home workouts right now because pretty much every gym and trainer I know is just pumping out information to help their clients continue to move as well. So not knowing what to do at home right now is not really an excuse. If you don't want to do standard workouts, go hiking, take your kid for a walk, take your dog for a walk, get on a bike, whatever that is, do yoga. So there's no right or wrong as to what you choose to do, but 3 days a week, you want to get yourself moving. If you go to our Facebook page, there's a link to a journal. So there is a daily journal, and I was explaining this to somebody earlier. I'm not sure, I haven't actually printed out a hard copy yet myself. Our goal was to format it for a 7 by 9 inch two-full page. So on one page you've got like your to-do list and things you're grateful for and your daily affirmations, and then on the other page you've got your hydration and making sure that we're getting water intake, your sleep and your meals, and so some more of the like sciencey stuff. So one page is kind of like the fluffy feely stuff, and the other page is more of like the science food stuff. So 2 pages technically would be filled out in one day. And then at the end of the week is just a mind dump and recap, both to just kind of be able to look back and say like what worked this week, what didn't work this week, what are some of the roadblocks in the way. And it's those roadblocks that we really want to talk about, because that's where then we as your coaches can come in and help you figure out how to remove some of those roadblocks, be it it could be anywhere, right? Everybody's going to have roadblocks in different places, because some people are going to struggle with sleep and some people are going to struggle with moving. So everybody's things are going to be a little bit different. So we're going to do our best to check in with you. If you are 100% in and you want the accountability, you have to let us know, right? There's so many people that are kind of following this that may just want to do it in the background. And then if you need us to be more active, then you need to let us know that. So message us here right on the Facebook page, 90dayhhc@gmail.com gets to us as well. But again, the more information that you can give us and the more that you can bug us, the more that we can help you and we can get to the other side of this. The good news is, if you remember back to, let's see, 6 minutes ago, I'm watching the camera count the minutes. So if we look back to 6 minutes ago, I talked about how we're in this for 6 to 8 weeks. And if you finish the full 45 days, it's going to get us a 6-week challenge, which will get us almost to the very end of this. So bug us starts tomorrow.